elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome, everyone, to Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Powell with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Handoff to the lone back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Rides the back and leaves it. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Using the quick game. And he's still running after the move. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a 1st down.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the 1st.
Steps away. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
West Virginia has it back. quarterback ready to dive into that playbook. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Now called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Mountaineers backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. Grabbed in the middle. It's Etienne. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Off play action. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
Yeah, and the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. West Virginia has it, the offense ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Under fire. And the defense, got him at the 27.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Snagged in the middle. It's Barmore. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I love the start for this quarterback on third down. Third down, obviously money down. Got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. Inside the 10, and with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, LSU!
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
On the move from inside his 5. Pretty good job on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 32-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Finds his man. It's Bickley. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Mountaineers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Trying play action. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. He goes down after the short return. But what a play to get the football back.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take it?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake, you huddle the guys up, sudden change, be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum.
Turning it on! Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage, so that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of.
Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's a reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Mountaineers will line it up on 1st and 10. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Dead center perfect. Now the lead is down to 11. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Alabama looks like a legit title contender right now, which they kind of do every year. But, man, this offense is rolling. They're up 14 over Northwestern. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it on the left. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
That's a really nice catch there, and I know LSU goes by the moniker of DBU, but you take a look at all the draft picks they've had in recent years, and with this guy and his talent, they may be getting consideration soon of joining teams like Alabama and Ohio State for wide receiver year. This guy is really good.
They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
First down for the offense.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Got a man. It's Dobbs. Touchdown, LSU! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They've got to find some answers on this drive, already down by 18 in the second quarter. Makes the catch. The Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass. grabbed over the middle. It's Hills. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
And the Mountaineers can really attack on this second and short. He's going for it all. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Mountaineers! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Motion from the back. Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
They've really got this offense humming. Just the fourth play of the drive, and it's first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on second and goal. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Makes a move. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. They're lining up to kick it off, full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bland. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And they turn it into a defensive score.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical, and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon of pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
And he puts through the extra point. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Dobbs. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the lone running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, there's a statement by the defense. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Bickley. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Makes the catch. It's Etienne. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on fourth.
The Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. And they'll down this punt just inside the 40-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this defense practices so much throughout the week, right? It's creating turnovers. They are so opportunistic on that side of the football. They've got athletes. They've got dudes that are dangerous once they get the ball in their hands, and you saw it right there on that tremendous return.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll throw it to the back on the screen. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That'll cut the lead to 1, 28-27. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Working on the right. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. A strike downfield. Slips. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Right on the money. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Man, I've been there. This is one of those games you just want to forget right away and turn the page. 4 picks now thrown by this guy, and you're just not able to make your reads. Things aren't clicking. You're not seeing the field, and the ball's not coming out right. Next week cannot come soon enough for him, I can tell you that.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He'll start this drive going to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Mountaineers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might already knock them out already, Coleman.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Running back searching for a hole. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Nice job to get him past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. First and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Slings it downfield. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Back to pass on second down. Get it out on the screen. There he goes. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. Running into the open space. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Quick completion to the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
The The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Third down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Plucks it out of the air. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Aggressive, 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 man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Syracuse picked a bad day to have a bad day. The once proud tradition Dick McPherson built there in central New York, we're a long way from that right now. They're trailing by 24 to Pittsburgh. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. The running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking down the middle. Tosses it incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Mountaineers will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the grab close to the logo. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Find space on the right. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Scrambling away. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. The throw. The short hands. It's Bickley. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He's got him. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
4th down coming up.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains.
And such a blown opportunity for the offense because on 4th down, they had enough yards to pick up the first, keep the drive going, but he puts it on the ground. Defense jumps on it, and that is a massive turnover.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. He'll bring it out. It's Bland. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Hold and finds his man on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now the play fake. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big third down. Throwing right. This dude is just a master along the sideline, getting that foot in bounds for the nice gain. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes a catch at the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Got a man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Not a chance. Missed it. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a 1-possession game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, no question. They've got to score a touchdown and get the 2-point conversion here, but that's a good start to this 2-minute drive. You always want to get it going. You want to get that momentum going, put the defense on their heels. They accomplished that with the last throw.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better, but that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Got a man. It's Pierce. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mountaineers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Fires to the big fella. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like Which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
To the air on second down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Third down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. On the move, he fires. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll down this just inside the 35-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. And the Mountaineers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up third and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Spins away from the defense.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Looking downfield on first down. He makes the grab. On the move at the 30. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Completes it in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. On the No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, looking for the completion. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that fourth down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the fourth quarter to get me the football back.
Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. We'll see if they go into a 4-minute offense, try to bleed the clock, or will they stay aggressive with a couple of minutes to play. Looking to throw. Here's the pressure. Hauls it in. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Here comes the heat. Trying to set up the screen. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All they needed was a few inches, and the defense was not having it.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Throws to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And this is a big third down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack, because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Man, you got to love this defense. Being dialed in, being ready for the pass late in this football game when you needed a stop, playing tendencies, breaking on the football, 3 straight incompletions. Way to rise up by this defense.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Just keeps slinging it. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
Great job by this offense, but the work is not done. You knew what you needed when you started this drive. Late in this ball game, time's running out. It's not on your side. I got to find my play, my best two-point conversion to go tie this puppy up.
They got the touchdown, but still a two-point conversion short of tying it up late. They want to throw it. He's got it. The two-point try is good, and we are tied here in the fourth.
And that's how you execute a drive late and tack on the two-point conversion to tie this baby up. What a football game we have in store.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Right down the middle. It's caught. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Out of the gun, the inside kick. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires on the move. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. And that's good enough for a first down.
This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.